What's up, world? It's your man, Amore King, lyricist, CEO of the Immaculate Ones, and most importantly for today's topic at hand, founder of Dope Though. Now, you never know which Dope Though family members are going to be on from episode to episode, but you know we always coming with that fire. Right now, you are tuned into the Dope Though podcast. You gotta hear this.
Welcome to the Dope Though podcast, and this is either episode 19 or 18, depending on when it gets released. But anyway, we got the same characters in here today. Some of the Dope Though fans. We got Baron Lee, we got Bree with Renee, we got DJ Suspense with the Lokes on as usual, and then we got Methodical One, Virgil, Big Bruh Seasoning in the house. What up, folks? How y'all been?
Good.
I've been outside all weekend, so we lit.
Hot as fuck.
Oh yeah, we seen your post. You definitely lit. Yeah.
My girl Summer, bro. She said she's ready.
I almost posted some bikini pictures today, but I did not.
Bree said niggas better be outside when she come back to the city.
I ain't thirst trapping, bro. Like she trying to give these niggas some hope, and then go be like, man, I'm not looking at you.
Yeah. Cool.
I was in the mall today. It was really nice out, man. My fault.
What's that?
I was in the mall today, man. It was pretty nice seeing everybody like, mask off and things are kind of like going back to normal, it seems.
Yep. Everybody was back to normal, man. They was looking at us like we were crazy when me and my family was out. We had masks still on. They're looking at us like, what y'all doing?
Which is crazy because I wear masks in the enclosed places. I'll wear masks. If I'm outside since I'm vaccinated, I don't worry about it. But I'm like, I don't know where you niggas been, man.
Facts.
I'm like, a lot of y'all niggas eat booty out here, so I'm probably kissing Dope girl in the mouth, bro. I'm just saying. So I'm cool. I'm cool off that.
Yeah, so for those of y'all don't know, Virgil's already on 10 before we started recording, man. So might be some action today.
Yikes.
Yeah, let's get right to it. Celeb news, pop culture, Black excellence or not, maybe it is.
I really question putting it under Black excellence. So
yeah, Broward County gives Kodak Black his own day. What's up with y'all? What's up with that? Y'all like it? Y'all feel that? Look, Kodak.
They gave it to him for his community service.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Wait. You know I gotta play devil's advocate.
Let's go.
Now, did this nigga do community service because he wanted to, or it was part of the jail sentence? Because if it's part of the jail sentence, nigga, you don't get no day for doing community service.
Chris Brown definitely ain't getting no day for his community.
They love the Kodak though, y'all.
Nah, I hate to be the one, but I mean, cool. Dope. I'm glad you're getting the acknowledgement of trying to turn a new leaf. Good for you, brother. Happy that you're not in the streets like that no more. I mean, you talking to the streets, but you ain't in them like that. So obviously jail has reformed this gentleman to be a little bit more of a responsible role model. So I look at that like dope. But at the same time, this is one of those odd moments where I'm just like, I don't know how it happened, but good for him.
You're wrong. That nigga's a clone just like Gucci is, nigga. That's what
Gucci got a day just because it's Gucci. I don't know.
They clones, bro. They ain't even the same nigga. Come out now.
I don't want to,
downplay it.
Spence, go ahead, Spence. I already know.
I'm just saying I don't want it to be our best. Well, I don't want it to not be known that like he did that kind of stuff for his community before getting locked up and shit like that stuff. Like he's been doing that. So that's
what's up.
Did he have to do it for like a jail sentence? Maybe, but like he's been doing that. It's not new.
That's what's up then.
That's one of the reasons why him and Master P fell out. Because they were supposed to be donating a bunch of backpacks and they fell out.
Who we talking about? Kodak?
Yeah.
Oh, Kodak fall out with a lot of people though. That nigga fell out with Lil Wayne like 3 times.
I think
They
it's
wasn't
good.
even never. They wasn't even never cool. They didn't even know each other.
Yeah, but they'll still
I
get
think
on the
it's
song
lean.
together, so that's like weird, you know. But
now he ain't on the lean, and I don't know,
nah,
man.
nah, Wayne.
That's
Are you talking about
what
Kodak
it
or
is.
Wayne?
Kodak with Wayne ain't never gonna stop the lean, but
I say Wayne's we relapsed on the new one. I was like, God damn it, nigga, didn't you just have a coma? Did you just have a seizure? He said, I don't relapse back on that. I said, why?
them niggas never learn, bro.
You got all these people that you done sprouted like Drake and Nicki, and ain't nobody telling you shit because you Wayne. I mean, I respect it. Cool. Do you. But nigga, take care of yourself, please. That's all I look at it.
Anyway, next up on the agenda, speaking of Black excellence, how y'all feel about the team who recorded the George Floyd death? He was awarded honorary Pulitzer.
You know what? I'm going to say this, and I'm just going to let y'all speak after that. The fact that somebody is awarded for recording somebody's death rather than trying to stop it just does, I don't know. It's mind-boggling.
What was she going to do as a teenager?
Yeah, she little, bro. She
Stop
little,
those
and
cops.
she's a teenager, so
I get it, but it's like, what
If she had not recorded it, we wouldn't have had a trial for it.
that's fair.
I
Okay.
would agree
When
with
you
that.
put it like that, I get it. Okay. I didn't see that from that.
Pulitzer is a journalism award. She got an honorary Pulitzer because it was technically journalism for her to do that. And if she had not done that, none of the other things would have transpired.
Mhm.
And journalism is all about shining light on shit. So
Okay.
she would have.
But
My statement there.
with that being said, let's go to devil's advocate though.
Mm.
Why it have to be for the death of a black man and what was filmed? Like the shit's wild. I feel like she deserves it in some type of way, but then I'm like, so now y'all giving these medals to people filming niggas dying so they won't interfere, and now you're giving us another reason to why people won't interfere when they see this shit. I don't like it, man. I mean, she deserves it, but at the same time, I don't fucking like it. I feel like it's setting a precedent that can be real fucking ugly.
Unlikely to interfere during an emergency anyway, especially if the cops are already there.
Yeah, of course, because who wants to really go against a police officer with a weapon?
Oh, you mean multiple police officers? Because it ain't never one when it's black dude.
Exactly that. So they know to de-escalate the situation, but they'll still have a knee on someone's neck, something wild like that, to the point where we know that's fucked up, but we don't do nothing about it because we're sheep when it comes to that situation. We're sheep.
So,
we stray away from the danger. That's what we do.
Well, I mean,
Spence.
I think I'll probably have an unpopular opinion on it. Of course, we absolutely needed what the girl did, and you know it's amazing she was able to get it, and everything is great about it. But I think it's overboard with that Pulitzer.
Yeah.
I think it is.
But I get it.
I get that it's a big moment, that it's a big thing, but I don't know if that was necessary. Like
an award, I mean, it's evidence. That's where I'm looking at it from a perspective where I'm like, okay, I see it. And if that wasn't recorded, who's to say we would have had a trial? Who's to say that we would have had anything done to it? Because a lot of people say now racism never died. It's just being recorded now. So I get it. It's just one of those things that I'm still like, the situation is unfortunate, so it's cringe. Cringe as fuck.
Did they give any information about like, you know, some of the reasoning why they gave it to her the honorary?
not yet anyway.
because it wasn't really journalism. Because if it was really journalism, it wouldn't have been an honorary.
Yeah.
So they have certain stipulations you have to meet to get a Pulitzer, and because she didn't technically meet those stipulations is why she didn't get an official one.
Gotcha.
Because she's not a journalist?
Basically.
Because I always associated Pulitzers with like written too mainly, but I mean,
I don't know. Like, I remember when there was some shit going down in Mexico. One of the photographers was taking pictures of, not Mexico, I'm sorry, in like Middle America, and they was taking pictures of the shit going on in El Salvador, bro, when they were having like a coup, and that shit was wild. And I remember him getting a Pulitzer for the pictures that he took. But of course, and I believe in that issue, I don't think he made it out of that situation either. Like, I think they caught him in the building. But yeah. I always remember them giving them to him for that reason. But like, you're right, for journalism, especially in today's world, like, I don't know, man. It's a questionable line that sort of doesn't exist. Like you knew what a journalist was, back in the 80s and 90s, but shit in 2000 and above with smartphones and the way
it's
things
different now.
Right. We don't know. I mean, anybody could be a fucking journalist. You got a phone and you're reporting on a situation. So I don't know. Whatever, man.
Shout out to her though for getting that honorary degree. If she like it and she's happy with it, I love it. So shout out to her. Hopefully she can do something with it, turn that into something, get a good career going or whatever. That's what we would want to see, right? Cool.
As long as it ain't a career of her filming, niggas kneeling, cops kneeling on niggas' necks, that's cool.
Yeah. All right, moving right along. So Drizzy Drake, man, Certified Lover Boy, allegedly is supposed to drop by summer 2021, man. And before we get into that, man, if y'all want to go to buddiesanddopedope.com, there's a good article out there about this. So Certified Lover Boy, Drake kind of says it's gonna be out by the summer. What's up? What y'all think, man? He gonna give it to us?
Supposed to have been dropping that since last summer. It
So
was last summer, then it was October, then it was January, then it was Valentine's Day. Now it's the end of summer.
But I actually like this setup, honestly, because it gives me, as a fan, Nothing Was the Same vibes, because that dropped in like the fall. And that put people in the feels of like, just, the cloudy cover. This is called Certified Lover Boy. This sounds the highest degree of Drake and his feelings from what I'm seeing it as. So the feels are gonna come. When the leaves fall, he's gonna be in his feelings, and it's gonna be one of those albums where you going in your emotional bag that you're really good at. That's how I look at it.
Or he gonna be singing and this shit's gonna be trash.
I don't think this is gonna be a trap joint. This ain't
You said you don't think it is?
No, I think it's gonna be like views and it's gonna be trash.
Brian, what you saying? What was you saying?
Drake ain't never put out no trash.
I actually like.
Oh yeah, he did.
Never.
Bro, you tripping about that playlist? You lost your damn mind. If
you talking about More Life?
3 songs. Yeah, that shit was awful.
I got a good vibe off that. I
never put off
that saved on the
that
playlist.
Shit was awful, man.
Never put out trash.
That shit was awful. Which was awful?
It was awful.
More Life was awful.
Nah, that playlist that he put out, that shit was awful, bro. That's like, to me, that is the worst project Drake's ever done. That's
bro. I don't know, because
that's mediocrity at its best.
Hold on, we're throwing
laziest,
on there.
That's the laziest version of Drake I ever seen, including Young Money Drake.
Damn.
As far as like, because his albums are themed. He came out the gate saying, "Hey, nothing was the same album. If you're reading this, it's too late. That's a mixtape." He'll call it different things if you notice that. And then on top of that, he'll give us a double disc from that Scorpion joint. So he's trying shit each time he does a project. Now I'm looking at it like he'll never really say what's an album. Remember, he kind of gave us the idea he'd do a Take Care too. That was basically the last album he put out.
Man, this album gonna be a whole bunch of drill music, nigga. He just do what's popular.
Drake ain't gonna drill.
He's a chameleon.
I think Drake is too commercial to go. He'll have like maybe 1 or 2 drill joints, 1 or 2 with Lil Durk or something. Just cause you're.
I don't know what he gonna give us, but I'm ready for him to go and drop some shit, man. He gave us that 3-pack. Was that in March or April or something like that?
Yeah, that motherfucker went.
All flame.
Huh?
All flame.
Yeah, 3 songs was bumping, man. I'm ready for some.
I'm gonna tell you this: the nigga put a heart in his hairline. Get ready.
Yeah. Y'all know the formula. Y'all know the vibes. Y'all know what he great come with.
Y'all know he coming with heat. I don't know why people.
They hate Drake because he'll make that song where he's like, man, he too light skinned for this. He in his feelings. It's like, but you'll still listen to that shit because he's saying some facts on there all the time.
What you think about that, Bree? You know, you low key love some Drizzy too.
She like but she
toxic. So I like Drake.
Is Drake toxic though?
Yes, he is.
What you mean is Drake toxic? Man, where's he coming
this
from?
nigga put recordings of voicemails in a song. This nigga will date somebody and then write a song about how he did them wrong, and people feel bad for him, like he ain't exposing them in the song.
Hey. I like how he asked if he was toxic though, like knowing the amount of women that this nigga done been through in the game, bro.
I think
like,
he's been butthurt a couple times too. Like the How About Now joint where he was like, I used to drive through your snow for you, got your dad gift, he didn't even say thank you. I'm like, okay, yeah, he's
shit, bro. The ultimate toxic joint ever was when him and Chris Brown decided to to join forces. And
No guidance.
Guidance is a
putting
bop,
that cane in the
though.
song. It is.
It's a good summer when you think about it too. Like,
Yeah,
how
no
they was putting
guidance is
that cane
a
in the song.
banger. That's a bop. My son
That
loves that shit.
Be like, y'all niggas is talking about Rihanna, ain't you, bro? Let's be honest.
They need another one, man. They need another one together. Maybe we'll
Nah,
get
I don't
some-
hate Drake though. Like people think I hate Drake, bro, and I can't. Like that nigga's one in a million on hit records, bro. Like that shit is so wild to me that like this nigga could basically turn into Pootie Tang on a track, bro, and that nigga would still go. The album would still go platinum, bro.
He's
Like,
dressed like that nigga because his personality is SNL type.
Yeah, they be hating on the nigga. But,
I would say,
he said, man,
yeah, this. I mean, he just made Artist of the Decade, so I mean,
Right.
I don't think he's in GOAT conversation, but you can look at him and say like, yeah, the longevity is there. So
nah, he's in GOAT conversation for one. Like he's done something that I mean no other rap persona has done, bro. Like I mean, this nigga's everywhere. He's tried. He's got hits in all different types of genres and everything. Like he's done a lot of things that most rappers try to achieve, but that nigga literally perfected it. Like he's a chameleon, and that's what's so crazy about Drake's entire catalog is like there ain't nothing that nigga can't do. That nigga will steal your flow and do it better than you can, and that shit make you feel. It should make you feel some type of way because he does it all the time, bro. It's just wild. So I ain't hating.
So a little bit of information, I just got this passed on to me. Earlier this year, 34-year-old Drake made Billboard chart history when he set a new record for most songs on the Hot 100 chart, Billboard's main songs chart that includes all music genres. At the 2019 Billboard Music Awards, Drake broke Taylor Swift's record for most wins. So it's like, yeah, he's pop on a level where it's almost uncomfortable for everybody else to look at.
Shout out to Drake for beating hella weak ass music anyway.
He's up there with Mike Jackson as far as Billboard.
again, what was that, Virgil? Wait a minute. What you say?
I said shout out to Drake for beating Taylor Swift's weak ass music, bro.
Okay.
That cookie cutter.
That's a whole different taste. I can't even.
Right, bro. Shout out to him for doing it. I don't give a fuck if he don't ever do anything in his life as long as he beat her weak ass music, bro. That shit's awful, bro. Like it's just awful. It's just generic pop / fake country. And she's a good person, but her music garbage, bro.
I'm gonna tell you now.
I don't know that she's a good person. I don't know. I can't say that.
She does a lot of charity. She does a lot. I mean, from charity, she does a lot of charity shit for her fans, bro. I ain't gonna lie on that.
But her music strives off of like the men who did her wrong. So I mean, you're country Mary J. Blige, basically.
So Taylor's toxic too. Then Taylor Swift is toxic.
Oh hell yeah, she toxic. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like you. He just said what her albums are based on. When you doing shit like that, bro, you are the epitome of toxic. She's toxic to other females. Remember when she had beef with fucking Katy Perry? She released a song about it called "Bad Blood," bro, and then enlisted Kendrick Lamar. No, yeah, bro.
So if Drake is toxic for making the voicemail skits or whatever, Taylor Swift is toxic for dating men, breaking up with men, and then immediately making songs about those men. So that's from the realization that I got from teachers who listened to her. I'm like, this was me in high school where I'm like, yeah, I don't see it. Bro, when
she shows up my door next week and I get slapped,
she's still famous in my head for the Kanye West situation, but that's just it.
I think that's the reason why she's a bit more popular than what she should be. If that never happened,
Kanye helped her with that?
Yeah, I guarantee you Kanye would agree with that.
You think Kanye ever said, "You're welcome, Taylor"? I'm pretty sure he said that at least once.
He did. He said it. He said it when the shit was going on, where she was like, what was that song where he had her naked on the bed, and she said she didn't agree to it, and then he played the conversation. Yeah,
Famous.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it. Oh, that was you. That wasn't Kanye.
More celeb news and more information artists that you can find on butisitdopedope.com, right? We report the news. Celebs getting robbed. Sway Lee, man, just got robbed. $300K in jewelry, man. What y'all think about that? Floyd Mayweather also offering a reward for info on his home. His home was burglarized. So at French, Montana. His driver was robbed, $340K in jewelry in front of a hotel, man. What y'all think about this?
I think it's
better. Get us
better. You got money. Protect yourself.
These hotels, bro. Like them two niggas got robbed at hotels, so them niggas at the hotel was like, hey,
which one? I know it was French and who?
Kicking it an hour. So let's go.
Was it Sway Lee or was it Floyd that was in the hotel?
Floyd, it was Floyd's house while he was at the his was like they cased that nigga's house because he was fighting, but Sway Lee and French Montana was hotel shit. So them niggas was like, yo, we ain't getting that PPP money no more, bro. So let's go ahead and we gotta continue the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So
French Montana and his driver. I don't even know if it was really his driver. I was listening to some shit. This is probably a nigga that happened to be driving that day.
I'm trying to figure out why his driver had $340,000 of jewelry.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. So it can't actually been a driver. Well, maybe I don't know. Don't give me the
man.
I can't speak to these though.
I tell you something I learned growing up in the hood all my life. Slippers count. Every last one of them count.
Every day. Yeah.
My thing is the nigga don't wear no shirt. We talking about Sway Lee. So nigga, why you wearing $340,000 worth of jewelry? Because you don't never wear no shirt.
Sway Lee, nigga. He's Sway Lee.
He hot with it, bro. He wear that shit all out how he feels. So it's like you living a life fast forward, fast paced, and that's gonna crash somewhere. Like the same thing with the Pooh Shiesty situation. He was stunned, got stunted on, and wanted to act a fool because of it.
Well, shit, wasn't it another person that just got robbed? They robbed him. They tried to rob him in the club, right? Polo G.
Niggas still get robbed, bro. I don't know what COVID got half these people thinking.
They just got Polo G, right? Because that's why he was shooting at the club. Because niggas
still
robbed
getting
him, right?
chains snatched like it was trick in Detroit. They still snatching chains in these clubs, parties, concerts. You want to jump in the crowd, you getting something snatched because you worth a lot, nigga. That's how I look at it.
Trick was wild. He made that nigga become a producer, dog. Like, because that nigga was like...
you talking about... Talking about Young Berg.
Yeah, because he's Hit Boy. I mean, he's Hit Boy. Hitmaker. Hitmaker, whatever. Yeah, he's Hitmaker. So you made that nigga change careers, bro. That's fine.
However it happened, it was the best move he made.
Nah, honestly, I think what made him change careers
wasn't it, bro.
Yeah, I don't care how it happened. That's the best move he ever made.
I will say, like, a little bit more deeper into that. If y'all know, Young Berg was originally on Love and Hip Hop, and he got hit with a domestic violence case with one of the female actresses. And so Young Berg was dead after that because you were putting your hands on women. So now he comes back in, resurfaces in music as Hitmaker, the producer for all these new songs that are going #1 on the charts. So cool, great remolding. That's how I look at it.
Can I devil's advocate though?
That timeline is off. That timeline.
I asked DJ Suspense, bro. DJ Suspense.
Young Berg was on Love and Hip Hop doing. He was already Hitmaker on Love and Hip Hop.
Okay.
But was he ever popping? That's what
when has he gone after Young? He never was Young Berg after that. That's what I'm saying.
He wasn't Young Berg before that either.
He stopped being Young Berg after he got robbed.
He ain't been making rapping for a very long time.
Well, he rapped in what, 2006, 2007?
That's what I'm saying. It's close to 20 years since he been rapping.
I mean, when you get your chain stolen, nigga goes on the internet like this shit ain't even real.
Yeah, he been hit.
I remember
as far as his production and music and all of that, he didn't get no fallout from that domestic abuse stuff.
He was canceled for a little bit, bro.
I don't know though.
You still heard his songs on the radio every day.
No, he ain't had too many. You talking about
Hitmaker?
He's talking about Hitmaker, not
He's talking about Hitmaker, not the rapping shit.
Yeah, as a producer, I mean, that just covers you a lot better. I'm sorry.
No, listen. That's what I'm saying. Like when he was on Love and Hip Hop, he was Hitmaker. He wasn't no rapper. He
not being introduced as Hitmaker.
So the domestic violence happened while he was on Love and Hip Hop. So he didn't have no fall off as far as producing music and making hits.
Yeah, that was it was a whole new career for him from what it seemed. Because like you were personified as, I'm trying to remember him on Love and Hip Hop of what he was known for. Was he the guy still making songs like rapping on there, or was he the guy making beats?
No, listen what I'm saying. Hitmaker's just a producer.
Yeah.
Love and Hip Hop, he had been done rapping for years already. He was only a producer.
I realize that. Yeah. He'll still rap on a song though. Don't get that twisted.
I mean, he's cornball.
Yeah. Him and Tiger give me the energy.
I don't care cornball get robbed or not. This Hitmaker is making big paper.
Yeah,
y'all can talk about 20, 10, 15 years ago getting robbed all you want.
Yeah, no, like his career.
I don't care about none of that.
He's
Nah,
in the same position as DJ Khaled, the way he's putting all these artists together.
Yeah, I don't care about none of that.
Yeah.
Cause I ain't doing
nah,
none of that
they
stupid shit
actually
no more.
like Khaled though. They ain't never robbed Khaled.
Well,
They never will. You know how many people in Khaled's corner?
that's different. That's a big difference.
Yo, Khaled calling Joe, Khaled calling Ross, Khaled calling a lot of people if it goes
Yeah,
down like
that's a big difference.
Khaled calling.
But I don't know if it was the same people. If it was Trick, I don't think he would have hesitated to touch Khaled if he.
That's
felt
true. That's true. Depending on
That
who you
nigga wasn't
talking to.
hesitating to touch nobody.
That's all I'm
Nobody.
saying. That's all I'm saying. Anybody can get touched.
It's a fact. I mean, it's the game, bro. Like you said, like Baron said, when you put it out there, bro, and you ain't got no security, y'all niggas better have some. Y'all better get some insurance.
Right. If you haven't seen, I forget what the name of the show is, but if you got Hulu, check out that Hip Hop Uncovered. I think it was like saying the stories of the guys behind the scenes, like Trick, who was really pushing the hip hop for artists to really get respect and stuff because they was the muscle in the background. So like hearing those Trick stories of like no one really respected Detroit. Artists and promoters would get shunned because Rick Ross or somebody would be setting up and no one could really eat. So he started getting gangs together to shut shit down where Rick Ross couldn't even get in the venue. So I'm like, oh, he respects Detroit because that's his home. I look at people like that of like, that's real street shit, and to the point where I would never challenge somebody. Because of course he was still taking Tiger's chain, Young Berg's chain, but it was a respect thing because people would go in Detroit and just disrespect the place. And that's crazy to me. But you got those OG legends in every city, every town.
They busted up the locks too.
Yeah.
Damn.
It'd be cool people too. It's just like, no, you didn't give me permission. This is a no-fly zone. You can't come here.
I bet you they wouldn't do Wu-Tang like that though.
I feel like that shit is weak though. What they be doing in these cities.
Yeah.
Like you gotta check in if you want to come here do a show. Man, kill all that, bro.
It depends.
Well, somebody said something though that where you was talking about that, and they was like, check in isn't to be like, hey, you checking in because you on our turf.
Yeah.
One dude said checking in is because we can keep you fucking safe. He was like, nah, when you check in and we know you here and we don't want shit to happen to you and we know you cool, we gonna have niggas placed in this concert to make sure don't shit happen to you when you here. So when he said it like that, I was like, damn, I didn't ever really think about it like that. Like when you put it that way, that's a whole, he was like, some of these niggas situations could have been completely changed by being like, yo, we in the city, what's good? And he was like, it ain't a check-in point from niggas is checking in because we run the town. It's a check-in point from, hey, nigga, we try and save your ass if some shit go down. Yeah, and when they said it that way, it made a whole different ordeal.
Yeah, that's true, but niggas be lying because the same niggas is when they don't check in, oh, it's a problem with them same niggas. So why I gotta go violence when I didn't check in? You just said if I check in, you protecting me, but if I don't check in,
it's problems.
It's violence.
Right.
It's problems, bro. Like I get it. Like I don't want to have a show like randomly in the West End without knowing I'm good in the West End. That's how I feel. But if I'm
from Louisville?
Huh?
You from here?
No, I'm just speaking out like from someone else who's like from Atlanta.
Okay, I got you.
I've been in the West End, but I would keep it on me. So that's just how I feel. But nah, it comes down to it, like, yeah, you would hate for something to pop off because you were in the wrong place and no one knew you were there. So that protection is a pro versus the con of saying I'm a grown ass man who has to check in with another grown ass man about where I'm at. If you valid like that, if you ain't need security or you got it on you or whatever, cool. Because I know the baby will do something like that. He was somewhere in the middle of Atlanta and someone said, you ain't check in. He said, I don't need to check in, bro. I'm good. So some people will challenge that protection and feel like it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. But see, and see, here's my thing, man. I don't believe that's what majority of these folks are meaning it by. Like, I just don't. It may be some guys like, yo, you know, I want to make sure you cool. They don't call that checking in. You know what I'm saying? The dudes that's out here that's making these videos and hooping and hollering, yeah, you niggas got to check in. They not on no.
Yeah, those are the ones going to try and pull your card because they was looking for that confrontation in the first place. You want to make yourself announce saying, oh, such and such is going to be in town for a show. Cool, bet we gonna pull up and make sure he good. We're gonna see about it. If you got connections and movement in the city, and you know there's always one OG ass nigga that got connection pulled to the shows, the concerts, and be in the backstage in the green room with dude. But it's like you gonna make it a business if you can, because you're gonna charge that. You're gonna have that pull. You in that man's city. So it's like, I think it's all an egotistic thing, man. It's just weird because territory isn't really a thing. If you can pay to get a show together in Detroit, out of all places where they're taking the promotions and shows and shit like that, by all means, I don't see it to be a check-in zone. But from the lack of disrespect, I can see it. If you don't respect a certain place and this place gets ran over every time there's a new artist that comes in, it's beneath you. Like, it's weird.
Cool. Well, speaking of checking in, it sounds like Nicki Minaj didn't check in with T-Pain when he was checking for her years ago. So Nicki Minaj apologized to T-Pain after T-Pain said that she ghosted him.
This was 2007, right?
2007. This is years ago.
So this
is 13 years ago, 14 years ago.
But that's crazy. In 2000, she wasn't popping like that though.
Let me say something. So
He wasn't, and he
the weird
was.
thing. Like, so at that time, Nicki was managed by Deb, Waka Flocka's mama.
Okay.
So from there, it's weird because the two main artists that were coming out at that time was Nicki and Gucci. Gucci did the same damn thing. I think it was like 05, 06 to French Montana, but this is like fresh out the gate French Montana, who didn't have a single yet. So he paid Gucci 5 bands and Gucci never showed up to the studio session.
Right. That's
And
different though, right?
Deb had to make that right. So having the same artist do the same move in 07, and I'm pretty sure this is before Young Money was even a thing, where Deb had to make that right again. But I don't know if she ever fixed that with T-Pain. I know she fixed it for French and Gucci because they would make songs later on. But it just seemed like the management level is what I'm saying. It didn't really seem
okay.
for these artists.
Yeah, management, I can see that, but this just seemed like totally different. Like she just didn't. Was it that she just didn't respond, or they didn't even link? He wanted to link basically, and they didn't link.
Yeah, they had a conversation.
And she was like, he messaged her, and she was like, "Chill, like I'm busy, relax." And then she never followed up. And at that point in time, T-Pain had the #1 album in the country.
She was tripping there.
That's when people was checking for T-Pain, and then she didn't take that.
I was tripping there.
She apologized, and that's all the stuff she included in her apology. She was like, "I fucked up because I was still underground, and you had the #1 album, and blah blah blah." So she like legit.
What was 07 T-Pain? Was that Buy You a Drink T-Pain?
Probably.
Is that Log Cabin in West Canton T-Pain in 2000?
Oh, okay. I can't believe it. T-Pain.
Was that it?
A mansion in Wisconsin. Get it right.
So you talking about Top
T-Pain
Hat?
is a national treasure.
We talking when we was getting ready to get that T Wayne album that never.
Yeah, that's Top Hat ringleader T-Pain.
Right. He was that was after I guess everything. Most of the major hits with E40 and shit like that. So
You and That Booty, that's when the dress was hanging. He was Tallahassee, Florida, all the way up. But after that, I think that ego trip hit because he was starting to buy a lot of top hats and a lot of big ass chains.
Let's be honest though.
Have a big ass chain that said
big ass chain.
But let's be honest. Do y'all think if she would have made that call, because that song probably at the time would have blown up, you think Nicki's career would have been different, and would she would have ever signed with Young Money? Because
she was good either way. She was probably good either way. Me personally, I don't think T-Pain had her career in the balance of making a song with him or not.
No, I ain't talking about that. I ain't talking about her career. I'm thinking it would have changed the course of her career, and maybe that if she would have been popping a little bit more 2 years earlier, she might have never signed with Young Money because she wouldn't have had to, because she would have been that big. Not to say that she wasn't big before she signed with Young Money, but Young Money threw her into the stratosphere.
Yeah. But if that was the case, do you think she would have ended up as big as she is if not signing with Cash Money?
I think it would have been a different approach, bro. Because I think her working with him would have made her more of a pop artist.
I think the whole setup for Young Money, honestly,
not for the longevity. I don't think so. Not for the longevity. I think just doing one song with T-Pain. I mean, it would have been good for her for that moment because it probably would have ended up being a T-Pain song. It wouldn't have been good for the longevity of her career like it is, like, you know what I'm saying, as big as she's popping now. I
feel like it would have started up. I feel like, to be honest, if you think about the type of music that he made and the type, but I keep thinking like, we thinking of Nicki now, that was underground Nicki, when Nicki was spitting bars and she wasn't
Nicki
so
was- that's
sexualized
Nicki-
at the
that's
time.
mixtape
So,
Nicki.
Yeah, she
Mixtape
was having
Nicki
some
at that
hard.
time.
I don't know, man. She could have ended up having a completely different career if she would have been an underground rapper. She would have been Rhapsody as opposed to being Nicki.
Right,
So,
and that's what I'm saying. I don't if
Didn't
she
even have
wasn't
no
with
singles
Cash
at that time. Like,
if
for
she
real.
wasn't with Cash Money, I don't think she would ever have become to be who she is today.
Well,
Without
we can
Cash
say that
Money.
about a lot of people too, because Tyga was in that catapult when the whole Young Money roster was announced on fucking what, Bedrock, and that was one of them things that would happen later. Like,
unfortunately for Tiger, bro, he was already.
It's a
Tyga
totally
was out-
different push from
No,
Tyga and
Tyga
Drake,
was
Nicki
single.
Minaj.
But
say,
Tiger was out. Tiger was popping before he got
Right.
with
had a
Young
whole
Money.
different plug,
What was
different
that,
connect.
Coconut
where-
Milk? And his brother being the lead singer of Gym Class Heroes.
cousin. So
Whatever, it don't matter. That nigga's
But-
still a pedophile. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, but let me think about it. What does Tyga had when that before Young Money? Lime and the Coconut. I think that was the single that he had. And after that,
That's the only Tiger song I like. So
He had a few before Young Money.
Right.
What other one? Because I couldn't think of anything besides Lime.
I mean, I don't-
know, but it could all be pushed under cornball music because we
I don't
talking
have-
that nigga's the ultimate cornball when it comes to cornballs, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. That nigga-
a couple
What
of
makes
them,
you say that though, Virgil?
That's a
What do you mean? What
Yeah,
makes
that's
it
a
die?
big
Well,
I know.
one
I'm
of the-
asking. I don't know
this
why
nigga
you
keep
say
playing
that.
with
What
these
makes
young
you say
girls,
that?
And his rap. Let's talk about rap. We ain't gonna talk about outside of that. Let's talk about this nigga rap and his rhyme schemes that don't make no goddamn sense, bro. Like this nigga be rapping words that don't even go together, and we talking full fucking bars of words that don't rhyme. Like nigga, what are you doing? Like
I'll be
it
honest
comes
with
to a point where two of your words should sound the same, nigga. They don't even have the same like endings, counts. Like, dog, somebody get this nigga at the source. His raps is garbage.
Tyga has outgrown a lot of what his hunger sounded like in the beginning. Mixtape Tyga I always liked growing up. The Well Done series, cool. You was remixing everybody's shit and bodying it. This is high school Baron talking. But later on, when you got with Young Money, it was like, nigga, you don't sound as hard
Yeah, hold on, bro.
compared to such and such.
Hold on, bro. Did you say body? Because I ain't never heard.
He would body shit, bro. It's weird.
you just put
It's
the word
weird, but-
bodied in the face into Tiger, and it made me start itching. So
Wow. Y'all didn't listen to Mixtape Tyga then. That's just honestly an opinion.
I can't see it.
We're talking 2011, 2012 Tyga versus the Tyga now. Yes, those are two totally different Tygas. We could say the same conversation about Wiz Khalifa, where his mixtapes were like really more for us as black people versus his white commercial albums now. But it's you know.
No, we can't because I ain't never looked at Wiz like a cornball. The nigga's a cornball.
Hey, all I'm saying is Tiger keep a hit. He
That's
keep
what
a
I'm
hit
saying,
though.
like,
And it's random. It'd be the most random thing ever. Ain't nobody checking for
but
Tiger.
Bird, how many
It's like-
cornballs do you know that can still put out a hit? Tory is a cornball. Tory Lanez is a cornball, and he'll still put out a hit like easy.
Well, I don't think being a cornball doesn't exclude you from making great music though.
Exactly that. We can
Because
That's the same correlation, right?
and I think well, I don't know. I can't speak for
Meek
everybody
Mill
else.
has had cornball moments. Drake has had cornball moments, but
Nah,
not
Meek Mill got L moments, bro. That's different.
L moments versus cornball
Nah,
moments.
that nigga got major L
That
moments.
nigga slipped on some ice in his own.
Suspense. What else was you saying though?
I want to know that. I want to hear.
I don't remember no more.
So let me ask you, Suspense. So you said being a cornball doesn't mean you can't make good music, but does that make you feel some type of way about the music if you know the nigga's a cornball? Like, would you play it as a DJ? Well, obviously, I mean, if it's popular.
Yeah. I don't care about these rappers' personalities. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, most of these rappers are cornballs. And what I do remember what I was gonna say, just in my experience in, you know, the music industry, entertainment world, just my opinion, most of these cats is all cornballs to me anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Drake is #1 legendary cornball, but he's a legendary artist and makes legendary music. I don't care about these rappers' personality. I don't know why people get that invested in these rappers' personality.
I think we analyze a lot in music as if it was sports, because regardless of the matter, hip hop is the #1, you know, controversial genre there is, where it's beef consistently. But we look at it too on a sense of like the characteristics, the music that they put out, the things that they get caught up in the media. We discover that we are in these guys' lives as if, you know, the Kardashians were on type shit. But I don't really care about them. But
it's all about the brand. It's a brand. Like
it's
you said,
yeah,
that's what we presented, bro. So
you think all that shit. You look at the baby, you think $1 billion baby, all that shit that he's doing.
Sometimes I don't even think we try to get invested. The shit just gets pushed on us.
It
Tiger
does.
got pushed.
Hey.
I feel like Tiger got pushed on us. Like niggas
All
were
that
like
is true.
Tiger Rose, bro.
Lil Wayne gave that stamp of approval. Lil Wayne was untouchable at one point where he could actually co-sign and they would blow up off his own word. That new Drake.
I mean, like
that new
Gunna
Switch,
should be
nigga,
Tiger
like,
spot. Gunna a better artist than Tiger is, bro. But look,
did you say Gunna?
Yes, he better artist than Tiger is.
Shut up, Verge. I don't like you.
Y'all too deep with this shit. All of this is true, but for me
Who
personally, I don't know none of these niggas, and I don't really care. If I like the music, I like the music. I think people, and could be sports, music. People get, and this is why people, fans, fanatics, celebrities, people get all caught up, and celebrities make shit happen and make shit and products move because people get too caught up in it. Why every time somebody mentions something about Gucci, they gotta say something about Jeezy? You can like Gucci and Jeezy. You don't know neither one of them niggas. If you can like Jay-Z, you can like Nas. You don't know neither one of them niggas. You can like Nicki, you can like Cardi, because you don't know none of them. You don't know neither one of them. But people
Back
get
to
caught
what I
up,
said earlier.
and they always want to make them comparison, and somebody say, "Oh no."
Hey, Act, every time someone say that, Act, I think that's a defeat to the conversation where it's like, you don't even know these.
I'm gonna be real honest though.
I mean, you can give your opinion, but you don't personally know them.
Yeah, no, like the little
Say
dirt
what you
situation.
like better. Yeah, you can say what you like better, but you can like them both.
Yeah, people have their emotional appeal to people too, and
Yeah.
that shit is crazy. Where it's like, oh, you know, Quando Rondo, a Lil Durk got beef. Hey, fuck Lil Durk, bro. I don't fuck with him.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know
Okay,
Gucci.
you're too invested. That's why I would look at it. Like you
I
look
don't
at
know Gucci anyway, man, because that nigga's a clone, so it ain't the same Gucci.
But anyway, so moving on, man. We was talking about this earlier. The question of the day. Let's get right to it. We was talking about this earlier. So the question of the day is it the celebs' fault that they're getting robbed? So whether it be they're discussing their whereabouts, valuables, and songs on social media,
yes.
is it a celebrity's fault that they get robbed? What do
Yes.
y'all think?
Mm-hmm.
Bree said yes first. Let Bree go first. Let me hear Bree.
I want to hear this.
Why is it they fault, Bree?
Because if I'm rich, why do I not have a team in place that I trust to make sure that I don't get robbed? Why is my driver outside of a hotel with $340,000 worth of jewelry on alone?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I leaving my jewelry unattended in my hotel room because it's my birthday weekend and I want to go do hot boy shit in Miami because I'm like 12? How the fuck old is Twiley? My thing is, I've never been robbed at a hotel. I have jewelry. I put that shit in the safe, or it's with me, or I don't bring it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
why are you in a position to get robbed as a multimillionaire? The only way you should be getting robbed is blue collar crime at this point, because how are you getting robbed? How is your home getting burglarized and you Money Mayweather? You ain't spend no money on security, so I don't get it. I say yes.
Can I piggyback off Bree? Because
I was going to piggyback. Yes, next. Anyway.
I will. Have y'all noticed that rappers are the only niggas in the game to get robbed?
That's why I was going to tell
They
you.
don't rob R&B stars. They don't rob rock stars. They don't rob none of that because
I don't know if that's true, but go ahead.
I mean, for the most part, it is though. You don't hear like
I don't know if it's true, but go
niggas
ahead.
pulled up on Ariana Grande yesterday and took $1 million worth of jewelry, bro. That don't happen.
I think honestly, and
I'd
I've
be
said this,
okay with it if they did that to Ariana Grande, personally.
the thing is, we that's the culture. It's a stunt. So the way we stunt is almost as if like I see someone stunting with money and putting it up to their arms or whatever, and I see that as like, oh, you want to get robbed. I don't know why I think like that, but I know people who think like that, to the point where I'll say in a song like, yo, flex too hard, you're gonna pull a muscle. That's gonna be what that is. Someone's gonna try you every single time.
At the current moment, we just got out of a pandemic and ain't no money in the streets, bro. So
Bro,
what the
you know how
fuck
many people
is
stunt with
that?
Denny's? Yo, no, you know what they calling it? The bandemic. The pandemic.
Yeah, I don't know,
It's
Virgil. I
literally-
don't know if you know what you talking about on that one, man.
Bro, there is there's more crime and shit because ain't no money in this.
Verge. I had a job during the beginning of the pandemic and was still getting the stimmies. Stunting. I didn't have to stunt though.
I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the niggas that ain't getting no money. Like they ain't getting no government assistance. The niggas is typically robbing, and some niggas just rob for clout, bro. Like it's always gonna be that way because you're gonna rob for clout. You be like, yo, that nigga right there is the nigga that robbed such and such. So I mean, it's always gonna be that because it's always gonna be gangs and
There was
shit.
a lot that came with the pandemic too, though, because I look at that earlier today. I had a conversation and I was saying, like, you know, it's weird how a whole year we don't even speak about 2020 like that because everything was a blip. It just came and went because we did nothing throughout that time. But it showed the highest level of hustle, creativity, and entrepreneurship that made people still be able to get money in their own way. Yes, some people was actually doing advertisements more or giving people opportunities, or like the fake little accounts of artists who had the verified check but was telling people, hey, pay $500, I'll put you on a mixtape, bro. Like one of those guys. And, you know, scammers were scamming. Scammers were out. So when they calling it a pandemic, it's because scam season was at an all-time high when it comes to a pandemic that didn't help you get money the way you were supposed to get money to survive. So I get it. Like, it's... I applaud it, but I also hate it.
Right now, they ain't got no stimmy check, so I'm a rob a nigga, bro.
I think what you got.
Moneybag Joe is done with the stimmy.
Let's hear what Suspense got on it.
I don't think it's their fault they getting robbed. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody else deciding to commit a crime. So that's like victim blaming, but also slippers count and they'll be all right. So
how many times do these guys stunt with their jewelry or their money? And it's like,
hey, bro.
I mean, people have died from posting their where they are on their Instagram story, and then they get robbed and get killed in the process. So,
but it doesn't make it their fault. Like you don't. It just if I just buy a bunch of jewelry and I wear it, it's not my fault that somebody robbed me. I may put myself in not so good situation.
Yeah.
It's the person who robbed me fault. Like you
gotta have a lot that Spence.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I get what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying. But here's my thing. If I got a chain on, I better have a pistol on me too. If it's real diamonds, I better have protection of some sort that makes sure those diamonds stay in my reach. If somebody sees what I got and wants to take it from me, that's the laws of nature. I don't understand it. How people will be like, yo, this guy got robbed for thousands, hundreds of $1,000s worth of jewelry. Is it a surprise or did you not beef up security when it was time to, Drake? Did it become a situation when you had all this money for all the fights you had, Floyd Mayweather, but when you got robbed, it's a tragedy? Stop stunting the way you're doing it, and people ain't gonna move like that, especially if you got somebody inside. It sounds like an inside job when Floyd tells me about that and tells us how much it costs.
So why are we telling people to stop stunting instead of telling people to stop robbing?
No, it's
both need to happen.
Or
that's what I'm saying. Now we can't tell them. Okay, so let me ask this question.
I was gonna say it's a third option.
I look at it as karma. That's me personally.
So if a woman goes out to a bad area and wears really revealing clothing, all body parts out, and she gets sexually assaulted, we're not gonna say it's her fault. She's the victim. The person doing the crime, it's their fault for a crime.
This is apples and oranges.
Yeah, because niggas don't get robbed when you ain't got chains, bro. Ain't no nigga.
But I'm saying, like, stunting is stunting. A woman can be stunting off her body.
He got a point. He got a point.
Or I'm stunting off.
Definitely two different things, but he has a point.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, look at it like this. If I'm poor or just not in a good situation where I could even consider myself as middle class, and I see somebody coming to the hood and they're not even used to the hood, and I look at you and the first thing that comes in my mind as a young whatever trying to get my own way into something, I'm going to say, you look like a lick. You look like a lick, and I feel like I'm hungry.
You're the fucked up person, not this.
You're the fucked up person. But here's the thing: a lot of niggas. I say that to
put themselves in that position, and I don't think that relating that to fucking sexual assault is appropriate or a comparable thing at all.
How about this? How about we just?
I think he was just showing you. He was just. I don't think he was saying it's not equivalent, but he's just giving the scenario is the same thing. The point is, can you not drive your car around and not and you driving your car around and you
I'm
get
wearing
robbed, you shouldn't get robbed.
$300,000 of jewelry. I'm not leaving it anywhere with people I don't trust.
Yeah.
And I'm not just hanging out inside of a hotel to get robbed as a teenager.
Might as well leave $300,000 worth of jewelry in your car with the windows.
But hold
in the
on.
park.
To Ackland's point, hey Ackland, you driving around with no insurance though?
No,
See?
not me personally.
If the shit insured, then why you fucking care? Shit goes, it goes. I
Because
would
you
give
still don't want to get robbed. You still don't want to get the shit taken. You got insurance. I got insurance. I don't want to be in an accident.
you right, but if you get robbed, and they took
But
your
you
shit.
took that
if your house gets
preventative measure
burglarized,
to make
the shit
sure
don't-
that if you do, it's taken care of,
I'm
right?
just saying,
Some
like,
of these people still got insurance on their jewelry. They still don't want to be robbed.
All right. So let's chalk it up like this. The situations are a two-way street. Somebody is fucked up for doing it, and somebody, even though you've earned it your own way, you were asking for trouble. And I hate to say it, I don't compare the whole sexual assault
But
thing
into-
because
wait.
you can wear whatever the fuck you want.
Wait.
And
These
that's
particular
that's
situations, though.
my whole point. People should be able to do what they want, wear what they want, do what they want, and not have to worry about stuff.
You're
Like
not
I understand.
consequences, bro.
Okay.
Consequences, it's
I
consequences.
feel no one's
But here's
gonna
the thing,
catch
these are two
Christian
different
Lucas
things, though.
from someone's
They
phone.
didn't get robbed. They were burglarized. Like they weren't there when Floyd was there. He got burglarized.
Yeah.
When
We just
they
talking
didn't
about
get
in
robbed.
general,
It's two-
though. Those are specific. Yeah, we talking about in
But
general.
I'm just saying, like most of these dudes are getting burglarized and not
Yeah.
robbed. They
Yeah,
not
this
pulling
is-
up on them
you
and putting
sleep
guns
on
in their
paper
head.
crib, yeah.
You know, like
Yeah,
Polo
absolutely.
G got robbed. Then he got robbed in the club. Like, but
Yeah.
when you're burglarized, bro, that's a different thing. Like, you can't stop that shit. That shit, so
Chances are you weren't even there.
The shit's
Yeah.
just gonna happen. Like, niggas is already plotting. So, regardless if you there or not, I mean, if the shit's insured, you don't want to get. Nobody wants to get burglarized, but at the same time, bro, shit happens. The world happens. So you just got to be prepared for it.
Not everybody is Big Draco, man. They don't fight off the burglars. they don't.
All right.
That's a real thing, though. That's,
It was a real thing.
This was a good topic. It's a good topic. Good conversation. I like it. I guess, does anybody got any last points before we move on to what we listening to?
Just be careful. That's all I say.
All wrong.
She said we wrong. Hey man, people don't like the truth, Bree. Anyway, boom. It's kind of weird transition, but what are we listening to? What are we vibing to? What's y'all got on repeat? What y'all running back? What y'all checking out?
Really ain't been on nothing lately.
You been on the Mr. Nasty, man. That's what you been listening to. Quit playing with us.
Not
man.
out yet, man. Be quiet about that. It ain't out yet.
Oh, my bad. My bad. That's inside. Okay.
It's not. We're gonna get it together though. We're gonna get it.
We just talking about stuff that y'all ain't privy to hear yet because we didn't already heard it.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I mean, it's gonna be y'all new favorite song. So I mean, they might as well.
Let me go first to Suspense. What are you
What I'm
listening to,
listening to?
DJ Suspense?
We should always start with the
I'm-
DJ though.
I'll be honest, man. I'm listening to just recently a lot of Afro beats and dance hall. This past
You
week.
been high as hell lately, huh?
No. Well, I mean, that's not why, but
Always.
yeah.
When has it not been?
I mean, like, wait a minute. Okay, so no, the real reason is this is the real reason. I'm over back DJing at Nirvana on Sunday nights.
Okay.
Days.
And so the past couple Sundays, they've got the hookah lounge right next door to it. And so the past couple Sundays, a lot of Africans hang over there, so they'll just come over next door because they don't serve alcohol over there. So they've been partying with us a lot, and so I had a little bit of dance hall, Afrobeats type stuff. So I played what I had one Sunday, and they loved it. They was going crazy, standing on tables, couches, all that. So I decided, let me try to immerse myself in it more and know more about it, get more music. So that's what I've been on the past week and a half, really.
Dope ass DJ right there, bro. That's real shit.
Virgil.
Y'all listen to that? I guess it's the lead title song for Space Jam with St. John and SZA. That motherfucker actually goes. I've been listening to that.
Sounds hard though. I like
It's
both.
real. It's called Just For Me, and it's real dope. And they got a nice vibe to it. I also was peeping the new Her song. I've been actually listening to a lot of her. And of course the Migos album. I tried the Polo G, bro. I got like 2 songs in. I cut this shit off, though. I can't do it, bro. Niggas that don't rap on beat, I just fucks with my brain, dog. Like, I just can't do it. And speaking of Tiger, did you say something about Tiger? Because you know he released a new single this week called Splash. And no, I did not listen to that shit, dog.
Hey, why does Tiger, everything Tiger puts out sounds like the title for a porn? I don't know why. But
because he got OnlyFans, he's out there with the OnlyFans, bro. He's trying to drive business.
You got taste, he's got porn, he's got to make it nasty.
You're the only rapper on OnlyFans showing dick, so
I don't even want to make my comment there.
I'm just saying, there's plenty of celebrities.
No suspicion got you, bro.
Bree, what you listening to? Go right to Bree. Bree, what you listening to?
I've been listening to this girl called Cash Page.
I thought we Cash
Page. AASH.
Never heard of her.
She gives me tomboy vibes. She's dope.
You had a toxic. You was in like the toxic.
Oh, she was coming up for about a month.
I was having a moment.
I'm actually surprised she didn't Megan Thee Stallion release Thought Shit this week.
Yes,
you mean
I definitely had a hot girl weekend, and I might have been twerking on top of some chairs to that song. But the video shan't be dropped. Don't nobody need to see me like that besides the person I went out with.
But the song was good.
The song is great, and I like the video too. The video is really good.
So you said Thee Stallion and Cash Page?
No. Well, the Megan Thee Stallion song and video is really good, but Cash Page has some good songs. I really like love songs, and I like Euphoria, even though I have a love-hate
track. What 24K Golden.
I don't know if I like it.
Yeah. It's with that one dude on there too, right? I said, fucking shorty. I like that one. That was clever.
Baron, did you already go? You already tell us what you was listening
to? Myself, but everything else.
Should I tell you?
Yeah, I'm more in the analyzing bag right now, where I'm just shit. It's kind of hard, but I'm in a position where I don't really listen to too much influences because that takes me out of my own creative bag. So I've just been in the laboratory right now, man, just cooking up.
Gotcha. I try to listen to a little bit of the Migos. I listen to a little Kodak because sometimes Kodak make me laugh. So I got to play shit and go crazy.
Kodak music make you laugh?
With my wife and the kids in the car. Yeah, Kodak make me laugh, man. And then I listen to some ESTG, and then I listen to some Billy Jumpman. I'm gonna do a review on him. Not this week, but I'm listening to it so I can write a review on his project.
Is he from Louisville or from
Columbia, Tennessee?
Oh, word.
Yeah. So we got some different folks reaching out. So been listening to that. And then I've been listening to I've been going back to some Dipset, man. I've been feeling I needed some Dipset anthem in my life.
Yeah.
Me and my son been bopping that. But that's about it, man.
I will say, I stumbled upon I had a conversation with a whole group of people, and we was just looking at all the J. Cole projects, and we were trying to figure out where the new album stood. And honestly, a lot of one person said like this is his best work, and the rest of us was like, it's probably one of his least best albums.
I ain't gonna say least.
I thought this week too. It's funny though, because I thought that the other day, and I was like, man, like that kind of came and went. Like it kind of came and went. We was talking about it, and then we're not really talking about it. That one song's getting a lot of play.
And what did I say?
Nothing on the album was whack. Nothing on the album was whack, but it was so short. It was short fed. Where it was like one of those things like J. Cole is one of the top 4 artists who can put out an album and they have 20 songs on it and we'll listen. Like that's your Kendrick, that's your Drake, that's your maybe whoever that sits in that top 3, whatever. But nah, I would say like then I started diving into my favorite album from J. Cole is probably Born Center. I like Born Center. Friday Night Lights, and then of course Forest Hill.
But mixtape Friday Night Lights is one of the best things he did. But
I mean that's almost argument like Drake's So Far Gone, even though that was a mixtape EP type deal.
Right.
Spence, what was you going to say about the J. Cole?
I was just gonna say that when we first talked about it, I said it wasn't as good as what everybody made it cracked up to be, and here we are. Like you said, it then came and went.
I just think it's just music, man. They move on so fucking fast, and there's
I wanted
there's
to ask.
been a lot. There's been a lot
I
released.
think we really got to think about that to say. I know we throw that out a lot. It's just music, so much music. I think we really got to sit and think about what do we really go back and listen to compared to what we don't. That's kind of come and go. I think really we need to sit back and think about like what really comes and goes, and what do we really go back and listen to.
I was
And
like,
see, sometimes it takes a while for that shit to kick in. Because I remember when Damn came out, and niggas was like, "Man, this album ain't really that good."
it
But
wasn't.
then niggas came back 5 or 6 months later and was like, "Nah, this album's fucking great."
I don't know who y'all was talking to because motherfuckers was gone off of that shit the day it dropped.
I mean, but at the same time, I don't put Damn in
to.
front of To Pimp a Butterfly. I don't put Damn in front of Good Kid, Mad City. But I put Damn to say, yeah, this is his piece of work that's going to be here for the next 5 to 10 years.
And we still listen to it a lot. It ain't bad, probably. Like we still.
I put Damn in front of To Pimp a Butterfly. That's an unpopular opinion.
Man, To Pimp a Butterfly was just a great concept. It was a great concept.
It was an album that's gonna stand the test of time, bro. Like that's his classic, bro. Matter of fact, that's one of the hip hop albums that I believe that's really gonna transcend time in the long run.
I think it's a good topic for next week. What's one of them top?
Let's bring it in.
Test of time projects.
Albums we think should be in.
We're gonna get into album reviews right now.
That's dope.
I got an album review. I'm gonna talk about Yans, The Laws of Motion.
Yans.
I hadn't heard of Yans before. I've seen a lot of people posting about Yans and his project. I'm sure some of you guys are familiar with it.
Yeah, Yans is OG. Yans is OG.
Not really. He's in that mid grade. It's a weird thing. He's in the mid.
Laws of Motion. Florida raised, Kentuckiana based artist. He dropped a 6-piece in May. Real short, man. About 20 minutes of laid back, soulful sounds at times, in my opinion. I love the intro from Yans with Otis Jr. Remind me of Otis Redding on this particular song. It was real soulful and bopping to me. The project though overall seemed very Chance the Rapperish, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like
which Chance, Ackland? You know you gotta, because you know it's like two of them.
I don't know. I'm not big on Chance. Whatever Chance that I know is what I'm talking about. But anyway, if you don't listen to it, you'll know what I mean. Like on the song Inspiration, y'all can't go listen to this Inspiration song by Yans and don't think that you gonna get a chance to rap a verse. He's gonna pop up somewhere. But like I said, it's not a bad thing. It's just what it sounded like to me. And it's just 6 songs, about 20 minutes worth of listening. That's what I thought throughout the project, minus the intro. That I thought was really dope. I thought the production was good. Production was dope. But as I try to learn more about Yans, I know he does a lot of production work for a lot of artists. So it made sense that his production was dope on his own project. So overall, like I said, I thought it was a good project. I recommend you guys go back and listen to it. Key dope for me was The Walk, Inspiration, and then Parallel Park was 70-ish vibey. I really love that joint right there too. Bottom line, the question of the day, was it dope though? I thought it was. It ended up getting a 7 rating on the dope scale. So if y'all haven't checked out this, go check it out, man. Quick, short listen, laid back. I dug it.
Nice.
Yeah. Shout out to Yans, man. Got a lot of influencers out in the city because of his music. So dope.
My dog, man. I'm a big Yans supporter. He's always been really, really dope. Does good work, man. Busy man. So, hopefully he'll continue and we'll see that album. He's talking about dropping the album. So
okay.
He'll drop it before me, I'm sure.
I mean, at this point, Baron, everybody's gonna drop their project before you, sir.
Right, buddy.
Hey, I'm testing the hypothesis. You know what? I'll have some. I will have something before the end of the month. It's done, but I'm also in my head a lot about like just mixing.
All right, Drake.
Yeah, hey, bro, we're gonna see another Gangsta Snoop Dogg album before he finishes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey man, that's 3 things you gotta remember. Just do this for me. Recorded by, mixed and mastered by, distributed by. All me. So I don't need nobody else. And that's the weary part about it. Just putting it all together, making sure it's right.
Bro, if you need mixing stuff, just hit me up, bro. You act like
hey, you know I'm good at this, dude.
Spencer Virgil.
I know. I'm just kidding.
What y'all got on these reviews?
I'll have one next week. I don't have one for this week.
Got you, Virgil. I think you was gonna review. What you gonna review?
Yeah, I'll do Culture 3, bro. Culture 3
Okay.
came out last Friday. It's weird that Brandon said something earlier about like nobody wants to listen to a 20-song record that's like an hour. And I'd be damned if like the last 3 reviews I ain't done have been like 19 to 21 songs and they over an hour. And it seems like we getting back to that. So, you know, with Culture 3, this is the first time that we've seen them back together since they all released their solos. And you know, at the end of the day, niggas still have no clue who Takeoff is, you know what I'm saying?
Question, just one quick question. On that album, how many times did Quavo seemingly go in on Sweetie?
He actually did not.
Not once?
Not.
Okay, I haven't listened to it.
There might be some sublims, but he did not. I mean, the album's 19 tracks, hour and 15 minutes, bro. Like, normally I ain't one to complain about long projects, but I had to listen to this bad boy in sections, bro, because like hour 15 minutes is a lot of Migos. And I mess with the Migos heavy. I like Culture 1. Culture 2, they tried a little too much that just didn't work for them. Culture 3 is basically they return to form, man. They're playing it real kind of cookie cutter. There's a couple things that stand out, but I mean, it's Migos stuff. Like when you hear the beats, you're like, oh, well, shit, this is Culture 1. There's a song on there, I mean, called, well, no, if you think about, hold on, what song is it? It sounds like a sequel to Bad and Bougie. It's called Why Not, bro? And I swear to God, it's using like the same undertones of Bad and Bougie. And
did they have the same flow on it too?
Yeah. The song still bops. I ain't even gonna lie, but like the whole problem with my problem with the project is there's like 2 or 3 standout songs. The rest of it's typical Migos, but I don't mean it in a bad way. Like it's just it's a good listen. It's nothing crazy. I mean, as far as features, man, like, you know, they did the standard. Like they knew what they was doing. I guess after the last album, they was like, man, we need to make up for it. So they features, you know, Drake, obviously, Cardi, obviously, Future, and the Biebs, because that's the weirdest relationship in music is that Migos and Justin Bieber have a relationship.
Let me ask you this, Virg. Let me ask you this before you put a rating on it, because I know it's coming. The cooking test, right? You're familiar with it. Say you're playing music while you cooking. Is it to the point where you just bopping and having a good time and still cooking, not bad and not? Or is there a moment where you stop and you're actually listening to the song and be like,
bro, there's a couple of moments. There's a couple of moments like it. There's one in particular. They did a song with Juice WRLD, and it's about drug addiction, bro. Like, that shit is
like that.
wild.
G Herbo had another one with Juice WRLD. So Juice WRLD was talking a lot about the things that came with drugs, like depression and stuff. So the fact that was his legacy, but those songs are now coming out after his death is interesting. I always found it.
And like they touch on Mac Miller, they touch on Lil Peep, like all the dudes that died from drugs, like they touch on it. And it's like, it's weird because I don't think we've ever really seen Migos like that before. Like this shit actually kind of super heartfelt, and like it's a cry out for them to be like, yo, y'all need to chill, or if y'all having problems, reach out to us. Like, you know what I'm saying? We was doing all the lean, we was doing all that stupid shit, but if y'all would have reached out to us, we could have helped y'all out. And that shit's wild to me, considering that Juice WRLD's on the song. And like you said, this was made before Juice WRLD died, so it's even weirder that coming out now. What you got, Suspense, bro?
Nah, just real quick. Does Burn know that he's sitting in the dark?
Gotcha. Aha.
It might have been
you gotta get an echo. Gotta get an echo.
I mean, they did of course, you know, they got Polo G, Youngblood, Never Broke. They did a song with Pop Smoke, which was a drill song, which actually worked very well for them. You know, Polo G, Juice WRLD was all the new stuff. I liked it, man. I actually liked the project songs. It was key dope. Antisocial, which is the one that featured Juice WRLD. Next single, there's either going to be 1 or 2 next singles. It's either going to be the song Light It Up with Pop Smoke, because, you know, he's popping right now, or it's going to be Have Our Way with Drake showing ass. And I mean, like, typical Drake Migos, you know, that's usually Stratosphere, so I'm going with that one's coming sometime or another. Of course, you know, you got
a little bit longer on the Pop Smoke one, just because they're trying to keep his name spread year round, it seems.
Right. So that would make sense. Then you got Avalanche, and of course you got you got the singles. What is that? Straightening, bro. That song is so
Yeah, I heard that one. That one was interesting. Where I'm like, but it sounded like, don't worry about it, we back. That's all it sounded like to me.
And to be honest, like they're better together as opposed to separate.
Better together. It's like John Lennon's cool, but the Beatles were the Beatles. Let's put it like that.
They get annoying separately, like because they don't change styles enough for them to be doing 20-song projects separately.
Together, they push each other, but with the solo albums that came before that, like what, 2018, 2019?
Right.
Everybody was one-dimensional with their projects.
Exactly.
One-dimensional.
And I mean, it's sex, drug, money talk.
Yeah.
There's some stuff in there talking to, the anti-drug stuff. There's some stuff, some in-between stuff in there. They did leave Sweetie out of it, but he said he was. He said that in culture, none of those songs were going to involve her. So we'll get those on the beach.
Like that. That's clean cut. Make us enjoy the album, not the shit that goes outside of the album. A lot of people use it as a marketing scheme too. What Kanye got going on with Kim, I'm sure we're going to hear on he put out. So
I'm gonna be honest though, this album too damn long.
and meanwhile, Jake
15 minutes
too short.
So what did you give it? What was the rating?
I'm gonna give it a 7, bro. It's a solid entry into what you call. It's not better than Culture 1. It's better than Culture 2, and it's just Migos back on that shit, man. If y'all haven't listened to it, I advise you to listen to it because there's a bunch of songs on here that you're gonna hear for the next year, bro. Because that's the way it's gonna work.
Yeah.
Oh, the Migos and Future song too, bro. Because you want to talk about some toxic shit. Don't get more toxic than that right there. So.
All right, boom. So that's it. That's about it. We'll wrap for episode 19. This is officially episode 19 because I just looked and episode 18 is now out on YouTube. So hey,
ready, buddy.
Shout out to the peoples. We good. Anything else before we wrap this thing up?
Hey,
Any
man.
last words? No.
I hope to see y'all at the Juneteenth festival. If not, just do something for Juneteenth, man, because that's coming up.
Turn up.
And great time. We're gonna be at the waterfront, man. I'm gonna be performing along with a lot of other dope artists in Louisville. And we'll probably cut it up then.
That's right. Y'all enjoy the real nigga holiday, bro.
Yeah. So shout out to the team. Shout out to Dope Dope. This was episode 18. I'm King Ackle, and that's Baron Lee. That is Bree Renee. That is DJ Suspense, and that is Methodical One. You know what it is. Go check out But Is It Dope Though? ButIsItDopeThough.com. Send emails, questions that you don't send, but send albums to butisitdopethough@gmail.com. We'll get at them at some point. Appreciate y'all, and we out.
Peace and love.